Teacher Talking Sports. What it does, what it do, how we living. We're coming down towards the end of our NFL Mount Rushmore series. I hope you've enjoyed the ride. We just have three teams left, 29 done. Today is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers have been a franchise for 46 years since 1976. Have won both of their Super Bowl appearances, the 2020 season and 2002 season. In these Mount Rushmores, I attempt to name the four best players in franchise history. As a subjective list, let me know in the comments who you would include. As always, I will name a bunch of honorable mentions at the end. This was a hard one. Of course, some people may name a quarterback who has only played 2 years for the team. I'm not there yet, but he will be mentioned in honorable mentions. But let's get to it. Players that are mentioned and listed in alphabetical order by last name. They are not ranked. Starting with linebacker Derek Brooks, 28th overall pick in the 1995 NFL Draft. First ballot Hall of Famer in 2014. Played 14 seasons for the Buccaneers from 1995 to 2008. In that time, was a member of their first Super Bowl winning team, named to 11 Pro Bowls, including 10 in a row from 97 to 2006, was a five-time first-team All-Pro, also was named the Defensive Player of the Year in 2002, was MVP, fourth in MVP voting that year, also finished fourth, fifth, and sixth in Defensive Player of the Year voting in previous seasons. With the team, had 25 interceptions, returning 6 of them for scores. Also had one fumble recovery for a score. Had over 100 tackles for 12 straight seasons from 96 to 2007, including a league-leading 158 in 1998. Derek Brooks was an absolute force at the linebacker position. Led some excellent Tampa Bay Buccaneers defenses throughout his career and also never missed a game in his 14 seasons. First member of the Buccaneers Mount Rushmore. Next, and I'm going to say he was probably my fourth guy on the Mount Rushmore. Went flip-flop back and forth with a few other guys who I'll mention honorable mentions. But we got Mike Evans, the wide receiver, still actively playing for the Buccaneers. Was taken 7th overall in the 2014 NFL Draft. Has played 8 seasons thus far in the NFL, 4 Pro Bowls, and has gone over 1,000 yards receiving in every season thus far in his career. Career best year was in 2016, 96 catches for 1,321 yards. Was a member of the Super Bowl winning team in 2020. In that postseason, altogether caught 11 passes for 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had another 2 touchdowns in this year's postseason. So four postseason touchdowns in just 6 games. Altogether, thus far with the Buccaneers, he already has 606 catches, 9,301 yards, and 75 touchdowns. And he's just turning 29 on August 21st. So those numbers will climb even further. Probably should go over 10,000 career yards next season. Mike Evans, the second member of the Mount Rushmore. Third, we got defensive tackle Warren Sapp, taken 12th overall by the Buccaneers in 1995. First ballot Hall of Famer in 2013. Played his last 4 years with Oakland, but played 9 seasons with Tampa Bay from 1995 to 2003. Each of the last 7 seasons, he was named to the Pro Bowl with Tampa, and for 4 straight seasons from 99 to 2002, was named a first-team All-Pro. Last of his All-Pro seasons was the year they won the Super Bowl. In 1999, Sapp was the Defensive Player of the Year when he had 12 and a half sacks, second most of his career, only behind his 16 and a half the following year in 2000. Altogether with Tampa Bay, he had 77 sacks, forced 15 fumbles, even intercepted 3 passes for a score. Not bad for a 303-pound man. Warren Sapp, the third member of the Buccaneers Mount Rushmore. And let's end it off with the guy who played the furthest in the past. That is Leroy Selman, the first overall pick in the 1976 NFL Draft, inducted the Hall of Fame in 1995. Selman played 9 seasons, all with the Packers, was named a Pro Bowler in each of his last 6 seasons, a first-team All-Pro in 1979, a season in which he was named Defensive Player of the Year. Had 4 seasons in which, 4 of his 8 years in which he reached double-digit sack totals, including a career-high 13 in 1977. Altogether had 78 and a half sacks in his career with the Buccaneers, and had a fumble recovery for a touchdown as well. And some of those sacks were unofficial, since I believe sacks didn't become an official stat until 1982, but those are according to Pro Football Reference. Leroy Selman, the final member of the Buccaneers Mount Rushmore. So again, in alphabetical order by last name, we got Derek Brooks, Mike Evans, Warren Sapp, and Leroy Selman. As always, bunch of honorable mentions. Now, the guy I probably had the hardest time leaving off was Rondé Barber, who had a much longer career thus far than Mike Evans. Also, John Lynch, who also spent some time with the Denver Broncos. Tom Brady, I'm sure some people put him on even after just 2 years. We thought it would be just 2 years, but he's decided to come out of retirement to play again this season. Other honorable mentions include Levante David, Hardy Nickerson, Gerald McCoy, Mike Allstott, Simeon Rice, and current wide receiver Chris Godwin. So there you have it, Buccaneers Mount Rushmore. We only got 2 teams left, guys, doing these daily. So tomorrow will be the Tennessee Titans. Then we'll end with the Washington, now known as Commanders. So if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.